bursts, right? Like showing up in bursts. Like you have 2 weeks where you're really on, and then you have 2 weeks where you're really off. I want you to know this, that in your business, in this plan that you have, showing up consistently is the game changer. It is the recipe. And I want to share this key shift in mindset that is going to change the way you show up in business if you implement it. And when I say it changes the way that you show up in business, that means it's going to change your impact. It's going to change your influence. It's going to change your income if you apply it. Now, understand this. You can show up in the way that I'm going to share with you, and you may not make any money because you don't know how to package and produce and share the things that you are creating. That's something you may need help with, but this will change the way that you show up. So I want to hear from you. If you're on here, whether it's live or replay, let me know. On a scale from 1 to 5, I want you to give an honest rating. Scale to 1 to 5, how would you rate yourself in consistency and showing up online for your online business? Be honest here because it allows you to really, know where you're at. You can't shift something that you're not willing to know where you're at. So here's the deal. I want you to think about this. This is the shift. This is the shift that will change the way you show up in your business. If you really want to help people in business, if you really want to help people online, if you really want to help people in life, tell me this, because I know some of you are shy and you don't want to give me your actual rating. Drop an emoji right now if you are absolutely committed. You feel very called in your heart to help people in this lifetime. You feel called to help people, whether you feel called to be on stages, whether you feel called to write a book, whether you want to have a coaching business, whether you already have all of the above. If you're absolutely, without a doubt, committed to helping people in this lifetime, drop an emoji. If you don't drop an emoji, then likely you're not really that committed. You can't really own it. You're not comfortable with it. That's okay too, but you want to know where you're at, right? So again, you're dropping that emoji if you are committed to it. Now, for the absolutely committed to helping people, I want you to know that this is actually a blessing and a gift. The reason why people are not showing up consistently in the online space for their online business, they're making their business too much about them, their ego, their feelings, their fear of rejection, their not enoughness, their undeservingness, which is an illusion and a lie, by the way. Hi, Christina. So Christina's the only one dropping an emoji. Are you guys like, am I dealing with some really people that cannot admit that they want to give their life to this, or they actually just don't feel that? And that's okay to know where you're at, right? You got to know where you're at. So the shift is this. You know that you have a powerful, powerful access point, the internet. We have this gift. I would lift up my phone right now, but I don't have my phone. But think about this. Your phone, you have the access at any given time to look at it, to turn it on and help people. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like this is so easy. It's so easy. You get to help people every single day for free on the internet. Now, some people may say, well, why? I don't want to help people on the internet. But I don't believe that about you. I don't believe that about this group of people that are on this live stream, the people that are coming on the replay. Are you committed to helping people? And are you willing to take this on as a practice, right? So I'm a little bit like, what's going on? Because there's people that are watching and you want me to share these tips, but you can't even drop an emoji? You can't even drop an emoji? I don't even know that you're here? This is how I feel about Facebook Live sometimes lately. That's why I play on Instagram a lot. So I'm going to share the tip because I'm already here and I'm already doing the video. The tip is this. I want you to shift and to think about this. You don't need to make your business about yourself. You don't have to get so caught up in your feelings, in your ego. As my daughter would say, getting caught up in your fifis. You don't have to do that. When you're caught up in your feelings, you are making it about... Christina, I know this group today makes me question maybe I shouldn't be spending my time on Facebook doing videos. I just save it for my private client little groups. But here's the deal. When you're caught up in your feelings, you are caught up in, is this going to work? Are people going to buy this? Is this going to make me feel like a less than? Is this going to make me feel afraid? I feel afraid, so I'm not doing it. Do you understand that is being caught up in your feelings and that you are making something that you've been called to do about you only, right? Where when you make it about your people, you show up and you have that level of courage, you have that level of persistence. It's not about you anymore, right? Hi, Karen. Karen says yes. When I see people tiptoeing in their business, I want to help them, because here's what I know. Your business requires you to come out in a big way and show that this is what you're about. I buy from people that live for their business. That's who I want to give my money to. Sometimes it really is a big company, because the big company is always in my face. When there's a smaller company and a smaller business that's always in my face, I see them. I have a chance to develop a relationship with them. I want to help them. Now, when it's someone that's like tiptoeing and in and out of their business, one day they're coaching, for 3 weeks they're not, for 2 weeks they want to inspire people, for 2 weeks they don't, I would never personally invest in that person. I wouldn't. I don't feel like they're really committed to this, or that they care about it enough. So I want you to understand that when you give yourself full on, I care about this, I'm going to give myself to this, I'm going to be persistent and consistent, something changes. You have to go through a rite of passage of putting out things and nobody paying attention. Get over yourself. You have to. I did it. Everybody does it, right? And when you get over making it about yourself, here's what you start to think about, and here's what you focus on instead. You begin to focus on this thing that you get to help people. And when you get to help people, you just turn on the phone. You just turn on the phone. You do the live streams. You post the content. Some people will say, Nicole, how do you always have content to share? How do you always have something to share every single day? How can you have an inspirational something to like share every single day? Here's my answer to that. When you live an inspired life, when you are keeping yourself in a growth mindset, you will always have something to share every single day. Every single day. You lose confidence in yourself when you stop living in an inspired way, right? So for those of you that want to really make a difference in someone's life, hi, Gustavo. If you really want to make a difference in someone's life, you have to be willing to show up and share every day. And you have to know that I have this incredible gift. We're all gifted with this. We have this incredible gift called our phones. And if you have a smartphone, you can hop onto Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can hop onto any of these places, TikTok. Do something inspirational. You can make someone's day better today. Do you understand that? When you understand that in its simplest form, but yet in its profound power, that you have that power, that we all have that power, and you take the business out of it for a moment, it starts taking on more meaning. I don't know about for you. How does that feel for you? How does that feel for you? When you think about that you have the power to just hop on your phone and help someone today. But how many days don't you? Right? Now, this isn't for the stay-at-home mom that is focused on raising her kids and doesn't want to help people. I'm talking to the online business people that want to be speakers. They want to be authors. You want to be a coach. Maybe you are a coach. Maybe you call yourself a coach, but you don't act like a coach online, even though you want to have an online business. I want you to know that how you show up is how you are going to receive, right? And you have to be willing to show up in a way that you find your flow and that people find their flow with you. Okay? So I hope this helps you. I hope this has helped you. I hope that this shift in awareness allows you to show up in your business a different way. If you've been showing up like this for, I don't know, let's say you've been showing up like this consistently for 6 months and you're not getting any pops in business, you're not doing anything. Always I recommend a mentor. Any of us can get mentors in different capacities. I have a belief that, hi Adam, I have a belief that when you're only doing books and podcasts, you're really just not that serious. You're not that serious. I share the story of how I went to my first Tony Robbins event. It was the only thing I could afford and I could barely afford it. I literally spent my money on it. And when I got there, I had no money for the food. And then my friend had to pay for my lunches and stuff. And it was life-changing. I decided to write my book there. I think about the program I'm in. Like now, it felt like such a stretch to me. I was like, can I pay $2,000 a month and then pay for all the travel and then figure out the childcare and then figure out the dog care? Can I do all this and really leave my business and travel so many times? When we make a choice and we decide that I will show up as that person that has that kind of thing, life changes for us. It really does. It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy though. I think that that's the thing that we have to understand. On one level, it's easy because we can decide that I'm going to look at this in such a way that it gets to be easier. When we look at this as from a space of, and this is what I suggest, is that I'm going to come up against a lot of my own bullshit. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Sarah. I'm going to come up against a lot of my own bullshit here. I'm going to face my shadows. I'm going to face my own unworthiness. I'm going to face the story in me that tells me I can't have this, and I'm going to love it, and I'm going to just lead and know that I get to choose. And I can either buy into these stories about whatever it is that you've got caught up in your feelings about, or you can choose to relate to the higher part of you. And I want to share this for any of you, like for those of you that are in a space of being absolutely serious about these things and you're ready for a mentor. I'm taking on new coaching clients in February. And in that space, it's really holding you into the desire, the vision, the thing that you say that you want, and really unraveling all of those things that are binding you, right? So like the stories, looking at how your behavior energetics and your language energetics are not matching the energetics of where you say you want to be, right? So a lot of that, you need someone else that's already in a new paradigm, someone that's at a higher income level, someone that's at a already like higher implementation level, someone that's already been there to look at you and say, these two things are not aligned. You're not going to get that result. Let's shift this so that you can get this other result that you say you want, right? What do you do with your shadows? Well, your shadows, it depends. It really depends on what your shadows are. For me, my shadows have been unworthiness. My shadow, hi Rocky, I see your face popping up on a heart. For me, my shadows have been unworthiness, not feeling worthy. I mean, to this day, I have people in my close family that are homeless, that go to jail. Like all these things happen. It's a very extreme contrast of who I see myself as being and who I'm meant to be and who I become. So we have to know that we're fighting against, let's not even call it fighting, but we're going against like our DNA. We're going against our ancestral whatever. There's so much depth to our breaking free of certain things. So all of us are different. For me, I have a lot of things that I've had to break free from. And so that's what's given me such a tremendous advantage, because it's given me the tool set, because I've learned how to do some really heavy stuff. So now I know how to help people on the lighter stuff or even in the heavy. So for any of you that are watching, we all have light, we all have shadows, right? So there's like our highest version of ourself, and then there's the lowest version of ourself. The interesting thing is starting a business and being consistent in a business, it brings up a lot of triggers, right? Like a relationship. People will say that getting into a relationship will bring up all the triggers in the world. Starting a business, same thing. It will bring up all the triggers. Things will be triggered left and right. You're going to have to face your ability to receive. You're going to have to face your ability to trust yourself and your creations. You're going to face all of the doubters, the haters. I mean, if you're running an online business, expect the haters to come. They'll come. I had my first round 2018. It was not fun. It was not fun. I think everyone saw the video where I cried about it online because I share all the things, right? But I want you to know this, that when you recognize your power and your ability to help people online, you will start showing up consistently. Sharing a video, sharing a link to sign up with you, that shit doesn't work, my friends. That's not enough. It's not enough. If you are in the space of transformational working with people, they need to see that you're capable of that. And if you don't know how to package that and market that and put that out in the world, get a mentor. Get somebody to help you with that. So I hope this helped you, my friends. If you are someone that wants to do some work, right, man or woman, if you want to do some work and you're looking at what it looks like to work with me privately, as I said, I'm going to India on Saturday. I'm going to Bali the next week. I am going for a business training, masterminding, growing my business. All of that love, all of that, those shifts are coming right into my February clients. So if that's someone like you and you want to do this level of work and you want to step into a next level version of you, or perhaps the next step, then let's chat. We'll talk. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Take care.